Would you rather? That's the question. Let's get into all of the different scenarios. Hey everyone, great to see you as always. If you haven't done so already, make sure to hit the subscribe button right down below the video, as I am your one and only daily advocate, and we have an absolutely amazing community here with so many great people, so make sure to join the community. Thank you everybody, I truly appreciate it. Let's get into it, and we just want to do whatever we can to help you out through this time. Thank you, you're amazing. Let's talk through this. So I'm curious to ask this question and to lay out these different scenarios simply to see what type of appetite is out there for all of these different programs. As many of you know, I've been writing these different letters lately that I've been sending over to the president and I've been sending over to people in Congress and the Senate. Well, I'm curious to see, what does everybody really truly want? I mean, I'm writing the letters, I'm bringing them to you and asking for your input, but at the same time, it's like, okay, I need to lay out the different scenarios and see what kind of appetite is out there right now as far as what does everybody really truly want. So I'm curious to see what everybody is going to respond, what all of you are going to respond down in the comments section. So I have 4 different scenarios here, and I'd really like to see, just right down below, just really quickly, whatever you have to say, whatever one you would choose if you had the option to choose any of these 4. So let's run through these one at a time here. It'll be relatively quick. So scenario number 1, you get a 4th stimulus check. So just a one-time 4th stimulus check in the amount of $2,000. That's it, okay? Just a one-time 4th stimulus check, $2,000. Scenario number 2, you get monthly stimulus checks starting in July and extending through the end of the year in the amount of $600 per month. So that's it. That's all it is, $600 per month starting in July through the end of the year. Next scenario is a raise to your federal benefits. So whether you're receiving Social Security, maybe it's retirement, disability, survivors, SSI, VA, whatever the benefits that you're receiving, you get a raise to your benefits of $200 per month indefinitely forever. So that's kind of a cool one right there, right? Because that one extends indefinitely forever. However, the benefit, as I said, is much, much smaller, $200 per month. And then the last scenario is UBI, Universal Basic Income, in the amount of $500 per month for the next 2 years. So if you had the choice to choose any one, you can only choose one, by the way. You can only choose one of those scenarios. Which one would you actually choose? Which one do you think would actually be best for your situation? Would you choose the one-time lump sum payment of $2,000 as a 4th stimulus check? Would you possibly choose the monthly payment, $600 for just the next 6 months, and that's it? Would you possibly choose the boost to your benefits indefinitely, but it's only $200 a month? Or would you go for the universal basic income of $500 per month for the next 2 years? So I've seen a variety of different comments down below as I've been presenting these different letters and we've been reading them to you. I've seen a variety of different comments down below saying, hey, that sounds great. I would love it, but at the same time, I really just want a $200 raise to my benefits. Or maybe, the $2,000 stimulus check sounds great. I'd like that plus the raise to my benefits. So anyway, I'm curious to see what you have to say as far as choose one of those if you feel like answering down below. Otherwise, just keep it to yourself and just something to think about for you as well. Just kind of, ponder, something to think about. So anyway, I'm curious to see what you have to say. At the same time, I want to bring you a funny kind of story here, simply because when I do all my research, I come across a lot of different things each and every day. Well, I came across this and I thought, I'm not going to talk about it because there's just really no reason to, but it's actually pretty funny. I told my wife about it, Corey, and it's just like really surreal. Anyway, so as I was doing my research, I came across this article. A 56-year-old guy who is a commercial diver. He dives and picks lobsters. So apparently you dive down and pick up lobsters off the bottom of the ocean. Okay. So he was diving off the coast of Massachusetts. This was just a few days ago, by the way. And he was diving, picking up lobsters. And he's 45 feet deep underwater, diving around 45 feet down. And all of a sudden he felt like a suction feeling. And it was completely dark. Can you guess what happened to him? You're probably not going to guess what happened unless you saw the story. He was inhaled by a humpback whale. Could you imagine that? Being inhaled when you're underwater diving by a humpback whale. Yes, so apparently this whale came up by him or whatever and just like kind of sucked him in his mouth. So this guy was in his mouth. Well, he still had his breathing apparatus on, so he could still breathe just fine, with his whole diving, mask thing on, for diving and breathing. So he estimated that he was in the mouth of this whale for 30 seconds. And then eventually the whale kind of like spat him out of his mouth. But I mean, that's just like, who does that happen to? Seriously, he's probably like the first person in a long time that has ever been eaten. He wasn't eaten though, but because he wasn't like, he survived, by the way. He did survive. But anyway, super funny story. So then eventually, I guess he, went up to the surface and got out of there because, I mean, he was just in the mouth of a whale, completely in the mouth, not just like his head, his whole body, like he was in the whale of the mouth. The mouth of the whale, 100%, completely in the mouth. I don't know, I think it's kind of funny. I told that story to my wife and she's like, really? Like, seriously? Is he alive? And I was like, yes, he survived. In fact, he was interviewed to tell his story. So I'm happy for him. I'm glad that he survived, for one. I mean, that's great. But two, it's just funny. I mean, seriously, it's one of those like stories that you could tell somebody and it'd almost be like you wouldn't believe it because it's so surreal, right? I don't want to do that. I certainly do not want to be in the mouth of a whale, but maybe for him it's kind of funny. So anyway, thought you might find that to be interesting, just like one of those weird stories out there floating around right now, but that's one of those things out there right now. So anyway, wanted to bring that to you. I know it has nothing to do with stimulus, 100% unrelated to stimulus, but I thought, you know what, this is actually kind of a funny story that's worth repeating. So hope you enjoyed that one. I hope you're having a nice day as well, but I'm looking forward to seeing all of your responses down below and to see, what's kind of the appetite right now. What is everybody really looking for during this time? As for me, I don't even know what I would want, seriously. Honestly, I don't even know. I think I'd maybe go for like either the monthly checks or maybe like the UBI. I don't know, because that's like $500 or $600 a month, so it's not like great. I don't know. $2,000 just a lump sum payment would be kind of fun, right? $2,000 at one time versus just a few $100 at a time. I don't know. I'm not really sure. I haven't thought about it all that much myself, but it's hard to say. It's really hard to say. I guess everybody's needs are a little bit different, right? But either way, anyway, I look forward to seeing your responses down below. Please have a nice day, everybody. Stay safe out there with all of this extreme hot weather rolling around right now. Crazy. It was 100 degrees here for a couple days over the last week or so. That's very, very hot for where I'm located. But anyway, enjoy your day, everybody. Thank you so much for your support. Make sure to hit that subscribe button right down below the video. Feel free to go back and check out any of my nearly 1,200 videos right here on the channel. And of course, share the video with your friends, family, and social media. Maybe this one or any others right here on the channel. Thank you so much. We really do appreciate you. And we just want to do whatever we can to be here, present as your friend, as your advocate, and to help you out in any way that we can through this time. Thanks again, enjoy, and we'll see you in the next video. See you later.